Here we go. Now, guys, look at this. Log 2 base x, for argument's sake, is 5. Is that right with you guys? Now, to solve this, okay, you would say that 2 equals, what's it, x to the power of 5. Is that right? And then at the end, you could say that x is, so if you had x to the power 3 equals 8, how would you do that? You cube root it, don't you? So if you have x to the power 5, how would you do that? You 5 root the 2, don't you? Is everybody happy with that? That'd be the answer. All right. Now, if the base is 2, all right, the opposite way around. So does everybody see what I'm doing here? I'm doing x base 2 versus 2 base x. Does everybody see the comparisons in both questions? I'm just switching around the 2 and the x, right? So, lads, this one here is a lot easier. It's x equals 2 to the power of 5. And the answer is just 32. You see the way having the 2 as the base number is a lot easier than having the x as the base number? So when it comes to making your decision about this question, okay, when it comes to making your decision, you have to decide there are currently 2 different base numbers, okay? And the reason why they're 2 different base numbers is just the question says one of them has a base of x and the other one has a base of 2, doesn't it? The general rule is you can do it both ways, but the general idea is always try and keep a regular number as the base number if you can, if there's a choice. Okay, now I'm going to run through the change of base rule with you. Is some of you struggling with that, are you? All right. Now, imagine for argument's sake, I had log 8 base 2. We all know the answer is 3, don't we? Now, I could say is that actually equals log 8 divided by log 2, any base I want. Pick a base number. 7. You pick 7, no bother. Okay? And if this is correct, when I put this into my calculator, the answer should still be 3. And it will be, guarantee it. Okay? All right. I would have done it a couple of times in the old vids, but look, here we go. Now, 7, 8. What are you saying? All right, now, logs don't obey conventional math, so I'll run that through with you in a second, okay? Just give me a second with that, all right? Everybody happy with log 3? Everybody happy with 3, which we thought the answer would be? Now, Tom, what are you asking me to do? Are you asking me to cancel the 2 logs? Like that? Yeah, and then we know that. Yeah. The only time you're allowed to cancel logs is when they're the same base number and there's one of them on each side. So if I have log x base 10 and I have log 5 base 10 on the other side, I can clearly see that x is the same as 5. But if they're a different base number, I cannot do that. That's just not allowed. So like that, I can't do that. All right. Now, back to the question at hand. Okay. What I'm going to do is have a choice. I can change log, I'm going to change log 2 base x. Guys, now look at this, guys, all right? Log 2 base x, okay? Now, what we're basically saying is that I want to give that a new base number. The new base number I want to give it is 2. Ever cool with that? So here's what I do. I write down the 2 numbers that are here. That's the 2, and that's the x. And what base number did I say I was picking again? 2. 2 there, and 2 there. We cool with that? Now, what is log 2 base 2? 1. Any log, so would everybody agree that it's 4 times, and I'm actually replacing this with 1 over log x base 2. We all okay with that? Now, that's me using the change of base formula. Now, I'm looking at this and I'm going, doesn't look much better, does it? That doesn't look good. Let's choose a letter. Pick a letter that's not in use. Y. Let's pick Y. Y equals log x base 2. We cool? So this now becomes 4 times 1 over y minus y minus 8 equal to 0. We cool with that? Oh, minus 3. My 3 looked like an 8, sorry. 3, thank you. Now, guys, what do we need to do here? Common denominator? So what do you reckon? Y squared then? Okay, and then 0y is still just 0, yeah? Yeah, gone. And what do we get? 4 minus y squared minus 3y equals 0. Okay, then after that, lads, multiply both. Yeah. All right. You do quadratic there, okay? Now, you get two answers, minus 4 and plus 1. Now, remember, if you go back to your original question, you're not asked to solve y, you're asked to solve x, and you clearly said that y is log x base 2. Is that right? So log x base 2, ready? So, log x base 2 equals minus 4. Then what can I say then? X equals what? Put it into index form. No, nearly 2 to the power of. And that, if you put that in the calculator, that's 1 over 16. It is, yeah. Okay, next one, lads. Log x base 2 equals 1. And what can we say there? X equals 2 to the power 1, 2. All right, guys, would you do me a favor now? Would you try the next one then? Okay, this one here. We'll give you. Yeah, go on. So, lads, what was the first thing we said? Where possible, we'll try and keep the 4 as the base number, won't we? So that means we're going to change which one? Yeah. So we're going to change that one using the change of base rule. Okay. Okay. So what we're going to do next is to change a base formula. We're going to change log 4, and you put the 4 on top, you put the x on the bottom, and now you pick your new base, whatever it is. The new base we're selecting is the 4. Everybody cool with that? Now, what's log 4 base 4? 1. So this is going to be 2 times 1 over log x base 4. Now, this is the part where you choose a letter and you substitute a new letter for the log. Everybody get what I'm saying? There's a few no's there who just won't tell me, but I'll get it now. This part here, pick the letter Y, and this part here, pick the letter Y. Oh, I see what I did. Yeah. Thanks for that. Sorry, my fault. Yeah. So it's log 4 base x plus 1, and this is 1 over that log 4 base 4 is 1, and that's log x base 4. Thanks for that. And what happens here, guys, is you're going to actually sub to 2 of these, isn't it? That one and that one. Replace it with a letter and off you go. Pick a letter. I'll pick y again. 2y plus 1 equals 1 over y. Get a quadratic. So y on the bottom, y on top, y on the bottom, y on top. And we get 2y squared plus 1y, take away 1. It's pretty easy to do this. 2y. There's very little choice here. Plus 1 and minus 1, isn't it? So y equals minus 1. Not minus a half. I'm getting y equals plus a half. Yeah. Y equals plus a half, okay? Now, here's what we're getting now. We're getting log x base 4 equals a half. This implies that x equals 4 to the power of a half, and 4 to the power of a half is 2. All right? 4 to the power of a half is 2. Okay. Next question then is log x base 4 equals minus 1. This implies that x equals 4 to the power minus 1. Implies that x equals a quarter. If you have time, you can sub it back into the original question. If it balances, it's the correct answer. If it doesn't balance, it's not the correct answer. That cool, you guys?